Hi everyone, welcome to my passion blog. Today I will introduce the rest of Chinese character classification. Transfer characters and loan characters. As I talked in the previous episodes, there are a total of 6 categories of Chinese character classifications. You may have realized that the first 4 categories, photography, ideography, compound ideography, and phonosemantics, are pretty straightforward. We approach Chinese characters more graphically and visually. However, the rest of categories are pretty complicated and hard to understand. Even some scholars are still struggling to fully explain the logic behind them. So to be honest, I read different articles on transfer characters and loan characters, but still not have a clear idea how to explain them. I will try my best anyways, so here we go. Let's flip the order and talk about loan characters first. Loan characters, just as what the name tells us, they borrow some elements from another character, which is quite similar to phonosemantics. The elements they borrow is usually a homophonous character, which is those characters sound similar but having different meaning. Since there is a limited amount of characters, but there are hundreds and thousands of elements in the world, when one thing exists in our daily does not have the name reference using the character, Asian Chinese people sometimes will use another existing word with a similar sound to represent it. Later, the character being borrowed will be given a new character to represent its meaning or the other way. For example, the character qi has its original meaning as air and breathe. At some point, people realize that they have the need to find something represent the action begging. So they take the shortcut to use the character qi as the meaning begging. Later, to avoid confusion, a new character qi was invented to take the meaning of begging independently. For transfer characters, this is the least understanding one. It is another approach for solving the issue of limited characters. Change the present characters a little bit and give them a new meaning. Notice loan characters are sharing similar sound, while transfer characters are sharing similar meaning or structures. Example for transfer characters is referenced by a Chinese character scholar, Lao and Kao, which means old, aged, and test accordingly. It is believed that Kao is a transferred character of Lao, but still some scholars hold the opposite opinion. To see how the slightly change happened, let's trace back to the CO script. You can see the radical part of these two characters are identical, and the non-radical part is pretty similar. It is a cheap and faster way to create a new character than the first 4 methods. Here is a metaphor. Imagine transfer characters and loan characters are created like the bacteria. From the same parent bacteria, the children bacterium started to fission. Quick summary. So far, we covered all 6 ways of Chinese character classification, and they are sort of divided into 2 groups. Hope this video makes some sense to you. Thanks for watching. I will see you next time.